South Africa. They needed that. Perry, she has to go.
Oh, got him! It's a beauty!
Right. Oh, just a wicket. Big bash.
Cricket has always been a game obsessed with numbers, but strangely, it often forgets the ones who shape those numbers the most. We celebrate centuries, strike rates, and match-winning sixes, yet the bowlers who created pressure, forced mistakes, and dismantled batting lineups quietly fade into the background. This is not a list of greatest bowlers ever. This is a story of those who were exceptional, statistically elite, and yet never truly given their place in cricket's memory.
Here we go. Ryan Harris. Oh, straight away! He's crashed into the stumps.
Ryan Harris played only 27 test matches, which is exactly why he is overlooked. But in those 27 test matches, he picked up 113 wickets at an average of 23.52. Well, to put that into perspective, that average is better than many legendary fast bowlers with careers spanning over a decade. Between 2013 and 2014, he was arguably Australia's most reliable fast bowler, outperforming even Mitchell Johnson in consistency. His impact in 2013 and 2014 Ashes, where Australia dominated England, was crucial, yet rarely highlighted. The reality is simple. If he had played even 60 test matches, we would be discussing him in the same breath as the greats. Instead, the injuries shortened his career and history quietly moved on without him.
The wicket. Out! And Michael Clarke takes the catch. It is Ryan Harris.
What have we got? 3 slips, a gully, short leg gully as well. Nasty, very nasty indeed. But he would have slipped.
Morne Morkel took 309 test wickets at an average of 27.66, numbers that are strong by any standard, but numbers alone do not explain his value. During Africa's peak era, Dale Steyn was the headline act, but Morkel was the structure behind that dominance. His height, bounce, and relentless accuracy created pressure from one end, allowing Steyn to attack from the other. Between 2012 and 2015, South Africa held the #1 test ranking, and Morkel consistently delivered in those years without the same recognition. He was not the bowler who always finished the job, but he was the one who made finishing the game possible. In modern cricket terms, Morkel was the system that made brilliance sustainable.
The brute of a ball, but it's all about payback, and it's all about setting the tone from a team. If you're going to give it to us, well,
Philander back into the attack
To start proceedings. He likes that, Vernon. Maybe de Villiers also likes it. Vernon's one of those bowlers who always wants to go upstairs.
Precision over power. Vernon Philander's career numbers are almost shocking when placed under scrutiny. He took 224 test wickets at an average of 22.32, which is comparable to some of the greatest fast bowlers in history. Unlike traditional fast bowlers, Philander operated at a lower pace, usually in the mid-120 k's per hour. Yet he consistently outperformed faster bowlers because of his consistency, accuracy, and seam movements. In his debut series against Australia in 2011, he took 24 wickets in 3 test matches, immediately establishing himself as a world-class bowler. From that point onward, he became South Africa's most reliable weapon in home conditions. What made him unique was not aggression, but inevitability. He did not overwhelm batters, he outthought them and outlasted them, forcing mistakes through reputation and control.
Oh, that's past it outside edge. That's good stuff from Vernon Philander. 306 for 4 now.
Shane Bond, the career that should have changed everything. While Shane Bond's statistics are a reminder what could have been, he took 87 test wickets at an average of 22.9 and 147 ODI wickets at 20.88. numbers that place him among the most effective fast bowlers of his generation. At his peak, Bond consistently bowled over 145 k's per hour with control, something very few fast bowlers have managed in cricket history. His performances against Australia, particularly in the early 2000s, showed his ability to challenge the strongest batting lineups in the world. Vicky Ponting and his team, at their peak, were not comfortable facing Shane Bond. However, injuries limited him to just 18 test matches. If Bond had played 70 or 80 test matches, it is very likely he would have crossed 300 wickets and entered the conversation as one of the greatest fast bowlers of all time. Instead, his legacy exists in fragments rather than a complete story. While Mohammad Asif's career is one of the most complex careers in cricket, but purely from a bowling perspective, his numbers and skill level were extraordinary. He took 106 test wickets at an average of 24.36, but those numbers alone do not capture his ability. Asif operated at around 130 k's per hour, yet he consistently defeated world-class batters through seam positions, late movements, and an exceptional understanding of conditions. During Pakistan's tour of England in 2010, before everything unraveled, Asif was arguably the most difficult bowler to face in the world. His control over swing, especially in English conditions, was so precise that even top-order batsmen struggled to survive long spells against him. Technically, he was one of the most complete seam bowlers of his generation, but his career ended before it could fully define his place in history. While cricket history often remembers dominance in terms of visibility, but impact is not always loud. Some bowlers build pressure instead of headlines. Some careers are shortened before they can reach their natural peak. Some players perform at elite levels without the narrative that turns statistics into legacy. Ryan Harris, Morne Morkel, Vernon Philander, Shane Bond, and Mohammad Asif were not just good bowlers who were overlooked. They were elite performers whose contributions shaped matches, series, and even generations, yet were never fully recognized in the way others were. If cricket is a game of balance between bat and ball, then these bowlers were the ones who quietly tilted that balance over and over again without demanding attention. Perhaps that is exactly why they remain underrated.
Wisdom gone. Got him! That's the one.
Impeccable length, top of off. Have some of that.
Yeah, he owns that. He owns the top of off.